Hi viewers, hello. My name is Akemi Esther Heniola and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. For returnees, you're welcome back to Planted by the Rivers, Grow with Akemi Esther Heniola. So our first time, as this is your first time of viewing my videos, you are welcome. I appreciate you and I acknowledge your presence. I'm sure you will like this video. Please kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel and make sure you like our videos. You can watch other videos so that we can convince you more. All right, so what are we talking about today? Now we're talking about something very common nowadays, and it's very common because of the happenings around the world, even happenings in Africa, in Nigeria, in other countries of the world, and that thing is depression. So we'll be talking about depression today. Depression can happen to anybody. I mean anybody, even people you don't think of, and the most it happens to people that you don't think of mostly. People that you think they have all the wants, they are enjoying life, not only they are suffering from depression deep within. It starts from the point where you start thinking you are not doing things right. You start thinking that you are a failure. As I am standing here, I've experienced it before, even recently, and nobody would ever notice that this person is going through such a thing. All because you think this person has everything she wants. This person has money. This person, has positions. This person has people looking up to her and all of that. But depression doesn't come that way. It comes to anybody, no matter your hierarchy. It's not a respecter of person. Let me put it that way. It's not the rich goes through this depression, the poor goes through depression. At every age you go to depression. At any point you can go through depression. And what is the cause of depression? It is when you start feeling that I am a failure, I don't do this thing, I don't do this thing well, this my goals are not working out fine. It might be that you set some particular goal and you have a target, and at that point the target is not coming forth, you are not meeting that target, then you are depressed. And it can come as a result of loneliness also. You can be lonely, you can be the one alone, not having somebody to share your problems with, not having somebody to talk to, not having somebody to laugh and jest with. These things are actually therapeutic to our health. So when you feel depressed, when you are going through depression, it might be as a result of all this, and it might be as a result of somebody always talking down on you. I can remember the last time I was going through this phase, and I was thinking everything is even over. What is even there? But it did not get to the point of suicide actually, because I have God, and I still, at one point in my heart, I still believe that God is there, God is watching me, and He has me in mind. So at every point, at every junction, I will also encourage you to always remember God's promises for you. The devil can always paint figures. He paints a lot of things on before you at that moment, but always have it in mind that God will fight for you and God will always show up for you. So at this point, I was so down. I was so down emotionally. I was so down. At every point, I was so down. And we actually went on a walk. I even went for God's work at that period. So I did it heartily. But when coming back, I came back that day. I was so stressed. So I opened my WhatsApp, and I belong to one of these I belong to a platform where we watch ourselves grow, when we give feedbacks, and I've not been active on that platform for like 2 weeks. Although I have excuses that I went for something, there was no light, there was no network, but deep inside I knew it's more than that. There is more to it, because I'm getting so uninterested in activities and all of that. So at that point, the admin of the group challenged me, or they removed me from the group. And that point, come and see how the devil painted the picture. Come and see how he painted it, that they even remove you from the group. You are worthless with all your activities, with all your everything. See what happened. See, it looked of a lot of thinking, and I was just so down at that point. And I got home. I'm wearing turkey. So I got home, one of them died. I was like, what's happening? a lot of a lot of things came up at that point that day, and it was like you cannot even wear anything and to survive. You cannot even do anything and it will be productive. But guess what? At that point, I carried the word of God. I started encouraging myself and I started praying. I said, God, I even called friends. Some that I called were like, my phone battery is low, this and that. Nobody was even attending to me at that point. I know if not for God, somebody might have thought of suicide at that point. I don't know if you're following me. So it's boiled down to our mindset and the level in which we've gotten with God. So when you get to a particular level with God, you know how to handle depression. And please stop talking down on people. You don't know what anybody might be going through at any point in time. Don't talk down on anyone. I saw a movie, I think last month, where this lady she was going through a period of depression. Like, she's the sister coordinator in their church. So she's she's doing a lot of things. She's in school, she's going for classes, she's always smiling, but she's going through deep things. At home, she have a stepmother that doesn't like her. She hates her so much, and she maltreats her. She does a lot of things. So she was thinking, my life is even worthless, nobody even loves me, this and that. And our president in the fellowship will blame her because of the members and a lot of things. So she was walking down one day, and this lady approached her. This lady from our fellowship was like, you are the sister coordinator, you are even so proud, we used to talk to you, you not answer, this and that. I don't know what kind of sister coordinator. Oh, but no wonder people are leaving the church, this and that. And this got into her. She got home and was thinking, the next thing on her mind was, let me kill myself and end it. So stop looking down on people. Encourage somebody. Give a word of encouragement. Check on people. Don't say this person cannot be depressed. This person is fine. They are always putting fine pictures out there. No, it's beyond that. Check on people. Just say, I'm checking on you. I hope you tell them I love you and I believe in you. You are doing well, and you are touching lives, impacting life. Just encourage somebody. Give them words of encouragement. No matter what you are going through, it's going to be over. Everybody, I love you so much and you mean so much to me. Please, let's learn to give people encouraging words. Let it be part of you. You don't know how far those words can go. At that point, I remembered, at that period, my parents they were calling me. This also stands as an encouragement for me. So I remember they were calling me. I was like, so my dad loved me, my mom loved me, and it wasn't like that before. I don't know what actually happened. Maybe it was just God's own way of doing things. Then they were calling. I'll just say, I should check on you to hear your voice. I was like, my dad saying I should hear your voice. But it went a long way to actually help me. So these things help. Call people, check up on them. Don't just neglect them. Don't say, I'm busy with life. Everybody is busy with life. You can lose somebody through that. You can lose somebody because of your own ignorance. So please and please, let's watch this and let's run away from anything that can cause depression. Actually, it's a normal phenomenon because of the world we find ourselves. But please, you can also avoid it. There is prevention is better than cure. That's the word. So you can also avoid it. You can check. When you are loaded with a lot of things on your mind, you can take a walk. You can take yourself out. You can make yourself happy. You can just read books. You can watch movies. You can do a lot of things. At that period, I knew I was so involved in activities that I don't have time to even ease myself. So I think that was the principal thing that caused it. And at that point, I was also so lonely. I don't have anybody to talk to at that point and all of that. Although I have some friends around, but it wasn't like when I know myself, but at that period I wasn't myself at that point. So I think that actually fosters it also. So please and please, let's make sure that we avoid depression. Avoid depression and always call on God to help you in times like that. That's the only solution. You know what? At that night, I called on God. I said, God, help me. I want to get out of this situation. And guess what? The next day, I found a woman mirror in my room. At this, we call it woman mirror. It's a kind of little pamphlet which we read, and you get blessed. So I saw it And guess what? It was on depression. I said, God, is this how you work? So that is how God works. When you call upon Him, He answers. Then I read it, and a lot of things were opened to me. So it's a normal thing. Don't say, I'm a child of God, I can't go through depression. No, it happens to anybody. It happens to them. It's just like sickness, just like malaria. If you open yourself to malaria, malaria will come irrespective of who you are. It will come. So prevention is better than cure. All right, guys, I hope you learned something. So this week and weeks after, forever, please give words of encouragement to people. Encourage somebody every day. And remember to check on people, remember to call people, remember to ask after their affairs. I pray God will help us. And don't forget to know Jesus. Knowing Jesus, if I hadn't known Jesus, I could have thought of suicide or kill myself. But because I know Jesus and I know His promises for me, I know that I am His daughter, then that was what brought me out. So if you know Jesus, I think it's a plus for you. If you know Him, just acknowledge Him as your Savior and come to Him. His hands are wide open to receive you. Okay, and if you are going through depression, I just bring hope to you. I bring hope to you. You can come out of it. You are a chosen generation. God has chosen you. God has chosen you. And you are the apple of His eyes. Don't forget that.